Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Angie. I'm also known as the Light. And today I want to talk about how the narcissist affects your health. You have to understand that a narcissist is not just a mental disorder, it's a spiritual entity. It's a demonic force. So with dark spirits, with dark entities comes basically this energy. It's an energy. It's a dark energy. And with dark energy, it doesn't just affect your spirit, it can physically break you down. Of course, the narcissist, the need and the purpose of a narcissist is to literally break your soul down, break your spirit down. Because once you break the spirit, you can attack the physical. You don't need to kill anyone. You can get that person to kill themselves or someone else to kill them. That is how sophisticated this particular spirit is. We call it narcissist, but the spiritual term is the Jezebel spirit. You can look that up. There's plenty of videos on YouTube about it. Maybe I'll get into more of in the spiritual terms later on in my other videos, but I choose not to at the moment. Anyway, it is very, very, very important that you don't take it lightly. You don't take this particular person lightly, because the longer you are around the narcissist, a higher chance of you getting sick, you falling into depression, you maybe even getting illnesses. And for example, I remember when I was dating a narcissist. And it's funny because I live in New York City, and this particular narcissist lived in New Jersey. And I was going back and forth traveling to see this narc. And for about almost 5.5, 6 years. And I'm going to tell you, it's funny. I couldn't figure it out back then. Of course, I know what it is now. But I couldn't figure it out back then why, and I'm about to get personal, so if you're a person that's grossed out by, certain things, why I always had a urinary tract infection. I always had some type of a yeast infection, or a vaginal infection. And I couldn't figure out, I'm only sleeping with this one person. And of course, the entire time I'm dealing with this guy, I'm not using protection because I'm supposed to be in this relationship with this guy. And I could not figure it out. And I was just like, is he cheating on me? Like, what's going on? He probably was. I mean, I just thank God this entire time me dealing with this narc, because narcissists are very free when it comes to sex, so they can be sleeping with multiple people without a condom. These people don't care. They don't have that care in them. They don't care if they're sleeping with multiple people. They can get AIDS, they can get STDs. They're not even thinking about giving it to you. At that moment, they're impulsive, they're risky when it comes to sex. And I mean, I've known of narcissists giving good people that they're dating or that they're married to STDs. Thank God this guy didn't give me an STD, but I kept getting infections. And I was like, what is going on? I was like, is it something that I'm eating? Is it the detergent I'm using? Like, why do I keep getting these infections? And the entire time it was because your body will literally tell you, get away from this person. Your body will give you signals. So if you know, normally you usually, you don't get sick, you don't get headaches, you don't get fevers, and you're hanging around someone and all of a sudden you start to feel differently, pay attention to that. Get to know your body. For me, I'm very sensitive and I know my body, and I pay close attention to that. And I've been with, you know, healthy, loving men and never had any issues with, my vaginal area. Never had any issues. But when I was dealing with this one particular person who was a narcissist, the dark cloud over them, I stayed with all these health issues. Till my doctor was just like, what's going on? Like, why do you keep getting these infections? And I also remember when I was best friends with a narcissist, I was always drained. Always drained. You're going to always be drained around these people. I mean, you could have slept 10 hours the night before, and as soon as you get around these people, you're like, ugh, you know what? I got to get home. I got to go to sleep. You're going to want to, they literally drain you physically. Your spirit will be exhausted around these people. You're going to want to take naps. I remember one time I slept 12 hours when my narc best friend came to visit me, or when I went to go visit him. That boy drained me so much. It was crazy. I was always sleeping. Or as soon as he left, as soon as he would get on the airplane, I would be knocked out. I would sleep the whole entire day that he left. That is how exhausted. And I'll be like, why am I so tired? Why am I so exhausted? These people will drain you. You can even get a notebook, a journal, and start writing people down who are in your life. And start writing how they make you feel. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. Start writing it down. And when you start seeing certain patterns, oh, when I'm around so-and-so, I get headaches. I'm around this person, I feel tired. You can even level it from 1 to 10. 10 being the greatest. How do these people make you feel? And pay attention to that. I mean, I've actually bumped into a very toxic person the other day. I was in Target shopping, and I bumped into someone who was very, very toxic, and I haven't seen them in a long time. I'm not quite sure if she's a narcissist, but she's a very toxic person. And I don't like to be hugging people and shaking hands with everybody, because people can literally transfer energy to you that way. But anyway, this particular person, they went to hug me. And I'm like, hi, you give them a little side hug, like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. You do that little fake small talk that you do to get away from the person. And I'm going to tell you, within 5 minutes, I felt a sharp pain going up, like, my neck and my head. Like, I felt I was getting a migraine coming on. That is how strong some people's energy is. So dark and demonic. And that's what narcissists are. They will literally break your spirit down, but they will break your body down physically. I know my mom was with my narc stepfather about 12, 13 years. And after I'm gonna say about 2 years after her divorce from him, she had breast cancer. Now, I know they say that, cancer, mucus in the body causes cancer. But I really do think sometimes cancer or other diseases can be activated through stress. And I believe that may have a lot to do with her getting cancer. Don't take these people lightly. If you feel like you can't detach yourself because you're addicted to that type of relationship, just say, you know what, I don't want to get sick. I don't want to die. because eventually that is what can happen to you if you stay around these individuals. But why would you want to risk your health? It's not even that serious, because one thing I know is as soon as you let go of the narc, it's like the creator replaces them with even better people in your life. So be safe. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to continue to do more videos. Peace and blessings.